Welcome. In today's video, I want to talk to you about 3 stages of creation, 3 stages of manifestation. And once you actually master these 3 stages, you will be able to manifest instantly. You will be able to master your manifestation and you will be able to shift to that preferred timeline like that. I got a download today to actually talk about these 3 stages in slightly different formats. So I'm going to be using this whiteboard. And I wanted to show you why manifestation is oftentimes for many people not working. And the reason is because they're actually stuck at this first stage. And the first stage, I call that knowing stage. So you are actually gathering the information, you are studying, you are taking courses, programs, you are probably enrolled in mentorship program, you are going to retreat, or maybe you are reading books, maybe you are watching YouTube channels. You are basically gathering the information. Really the first stage of also the spiritual awakening, when you know that the world is different than it appears and you have this deep knowing, this deep urge to basically gather the information. You have that hunger for information. And this stage actually is a great stage. However, I call it intellectual stage because you are stuck in your mind. And therefore, it doesn't really matter how many program courses you take or how many YouTube videos you watch, right? In fact, this can be a trap because you can easily get to that information gathering mode and you can stay there forever. And therefore, there are people who are actually addicted to taking programs, courses, watching YouTube videos, because their manifestation is not happening on stage. And so they need to learn more, gather more information, and do more in terms of learning, right? But here's the problem. This is the first stage. And that means that it's just the beginning, because that was required for you to fully manifest those wildest dreams, and fully manifest really the life of your dreams. What's required is to go to that stage number 2. And stage number 2 is stage of becoming. And becoming is, in my opinion, the missing link for many people, because you move from that intellect, your head, into your body, right? And you move to your body and you move to your heart. So you're essentially going from that mental stage to that physical embodiment. You are becoming. You are actually taking the knowledge and you are moving it, integrating it into your body. And as you are moving and integrating this knowledge that you learn from programs, courses, videos, mentors, coaches, retreats, and so on, you're moving it to your body. And when you actually move it to your body, that's when the integration starts. So, in other words, it's not enough to just think as a new person. You have to become that new person. And so this stage, that becoming stage, that embodiment stage, so it shouldn't actually be becoming, because when you say becoming, that means that it did not yet happen. But it's really embodiment stage. So I'm going to write it down here. Embodiment. Integration. So when you fully embody and you integrate the knowledge, then you can shift that frequency that you are. And because we manifest based on that frequency shift, as a result of that, you will shift your outside reality. And so you can only shift that frequency when you truly embody that new identity, meaning you start thinking like new self, feeling like her, and then as a result of that, acting like her. And therefore, many people, they get stuck in this stage number 1, in that knowing phase. When they gather the information and they keep going, it's like looping. It's like a mental loop. They don't really process. They don't integrate. They don't embody. They don't change. They only learn the information and it gets stuck on that intellectual level. And so what is really required is to take the information, apply it into your life, practice the information that you downloaded, that you gathered, that you learn, and apply it into your daily life. This phase is the key. The moment you start integrating, that's when your life starts shifting. That's when you're going to see different reality, different creation, different physical 3D reality in front of your eyes. But we're not done, because we are going to stage number 3. So what is the stage number 3? This stage I call union. And this stage is a union, divine union, you can call it, between you and, this is like a plus sign, and the universe. I'm gonna do it like that. The universe. Everything around you. The whole field. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see, I hope you can see that. Let me just move this a little bit down here. So this phase, union, is going to happen when you understand that you are not separated from the rest. You are in fact not even creating from this identity, right? Because until this point, you think that is you who is doing the creation, who is manifesting the outside reality. But when you move to this third stage, which is the union stage, you start feeling connection to the universe, to the infinite, eternal presence of God, source, whatever you want to call it. And then you will realize that actually you are just a vessel of that divine intelligence that is going and flowing through you and is being realized through you, right? Through this identity, this persona. But at the same time, you know that this persona and identity is shifting and is constantly evolving, right? But once you understand that there is this union, and not just when I say understand like on intellectual level, but also you fully embody it, you feel it in your body, then you will be able to surrender. And divine union is about deep surrender to that invisible intelligence. And the moment you are able to deeply surrender, you will be able to merge with that higher self of yours that is actually connected to Oversoul, and then Oversoul is actually connected to God or Source. Doesn't matter what you call it. And that's how you will be able to actually call it faster into your life, whatever that you are manifesting, because you will become one with it. Source is actually the highest frequency because it's love. So I'm actually gonna demonstrate it this way. And when you become part of the field, right? You become nobody. You lose your identity. You become nobody, right? You will be nobody, no body, no persona, no identity, but you merge with the field. You are actually merging with source. And that's when you can actually start creating from different dimension. In fact, that's when you can start creating from fifth dimension. So now we are in fifth dimension, not in 3D. And 5D creation or manifestation happens when you achieve that union, divine union, right? You merge with the source. You connect with your divine self. That means that you lose that identity, you lose self, you lose yourself. And as a result of that, you become frequency, pure potential frequency. And when you actually enter this state, you will be able to manifest faster because you will raise that frequency instantly in you and you access higher level of consciousness. And from this place, when you manifest from 5D, which is the fifth dimensional field, where there is no time, no space, but pure potential, an infinite number of realities that coexist in this moment. So think about this way. This is the present moment that I'm writing here, right? And these are different timelines. These are your timelines. And these timelines simultaneously exist. And you can access these timelines based on the frequency. And you will access these timelines based on the frequency. And as you access these timelines, you will be then able to manifest that into 3D physical reality. So how do you manifest it in 3D physical reality? Well, because the 3D is right now the third dimensional world you live in, right? 3D, where you live in. And there is a time, there is a space. So everything is linear, right? You're here, but you want to go here. So it takes time to get there, right? So it requires effort and work. And so you do all the visualization, you do all the scripting, journaling, meditation, activation, whatever else you're using, the technique. But this is the hard work because you believe that it takes time. But in fact, the truth is that when you enter into fifth dimension and you access that particular timeline based on that particular frequency, you lock in that timeline in your body, you embody that frequency, and automatically in the fifth dimensional field, it will be projected into 3D, because 3D is actually a hologram. In other words, it's a projection of what is already present in your field, light body. And so as you shift and you enter through your meditation you go into 5D, you lock in the timeline, this will be projected as a hologram into 3D. And as a result of that, you will create completely different life with different body, different wealth, different happiness, different you. So basically now you understand, and I'm not going to go in depth in terms of how the quantum manifestation work in this video, but I just wanted to illustrate that you achieve your preferred lifestyle, you manifest your wildest dreams when you actually merge with the source. And the fastest way to manifest is deep surrender. The fastest way to manifest your preferred reality is to understand that you are not doing it yourself. You are actually doing it with the field. The field is doing it. The field literally dictates the matter. The field dictates the third dimensional matter. What's in the field dictates what's going to be manifested in 3D physical reality. So to change 3D, your physical 3D circumstances, first change the field in the 5D, and then you will be able to witness totally different reality. So these are actually the 3 stages of manifestation. It literally came to me today in my meditation. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.